Walk into any garden center, and you'll see stacks of colorful bags promising a perfect garden. The packaging is bright, showing lush vegetables and flowers. Words like enriched soil and all-purpose mix make it sound like a shortcut to success. For new gardeners, it's tempting. Just buy a few bags, fill your bed, and you're done. The appeal is obvious. Convenience, no mess. No need to understand soil science. The bags claim to have everything your plants need, from nutrients to the right texture. They're marketed as scientifically formulated for optimal growth, with ingredients like peat moss, coir, and perlite. You feel like you're giving your plants the best possible start. The material is light, fluffy, and full of promise, so you buy it. You fill your raised beds feeling accomplished and hopeful. The bed looks neat and ready for planting. Seeds go in, and for a while, everything seems perfect. But beneath the surface, a slow process is beginning. The promise of those bags is powerful. But is it too good to be true? What happens after the first season? Let's look beneath the surface. The main problem with bagged mixes in raised beds is subtle and slow. In the first season, plants often thrive. Nutrients are abundant, and roots grow easily. But by the second or third year, you notice the soil level has dropped, sometimes by several inches. This isn't erosion, it's the mix breaking down and shrinking. The light, fluffy structure is temporary. Topping up with more bagged mix just repeats the cycle. Each year, you buy more bags to fill the ever-sinking void. The bed becomes a recurring expense and chore. As the organic matter decomposes, the soil compacts and loses structure. Air pockets collapse, and the environment for roots worsens. The perfect mix you started with is slowly turning into a problem. The slow unraveling has begun. What's really inside those bags? Most bagged potting soil or raised bed mix isn't soil at all. Check the label. You'll see peat moss, coir, bark, perlite. No real mineral soil. These soilless mixes are designed for containers, not permanent garden beds. In pots, you want lightweight, fast-draining material for short-term use. But a raised bed is meant to last for years, not just a season. Real soil contains sand, silt, and clay. Mineral components that don't break down. Soilless mixes are almost entirely organic matter, which is temporary by nature. Fill a raised bed with this, and you're building on a foundation that will shrink and disappear. It's like building a house on a pile of leaves, high and fluffy at first, but destined to collapse. The peat, coir, and bark are food for microbes, not a permanent structure. Over time, your bed sinks and compacts. The soilless secret is that these mixes aren't built to last. Decomposition is natural. Microbes break down organic matter, recycling nutrients. But in a raised bed filled with peat and bark, this process becomes a problem. The material is steadily consumed, shrinking the total volume. By year 2, your soil level may drop by 25%. The fresher the organic material, the faster it disappears. You're left constantly refilling the bed, a costly, endless task. Sinking soil exposes roots, dries them out, and changes the bed's microclimate. Air circulation suffers, increasing the risk of disease. The disappearing soil isn't just inconvenient, it undermines plant health. The cycle of topping up never ends. There's a better way. As organic matter decomposes, the mix compacts. Air pockets vanish, and the soil becomes dense and waterlogged. Roots struggle for oxygen, leading to root rot and stunted growth. Beneficial organisms like earthworms can't survive in compacted, soggy soil. Plants show distress, yellowing leaves, wilting, poor growth. Compacted soil is hard for roots to penetrate, limiting plant development. You end up watering and feeding more, but the real problem is below the surface. The perfect mix has become a trap for roots. The solution isn't more bags, it's a better foundation. Let's talk about the hidden costs. Bagged mixes seem affordable, but filling a standard raised bed takes 16-21 bags, costly and heavy. And as the mix sinks each year, you buy more bags to top up. Over 5 years, you might buy half again as many bags just to maintain soil level. The convenience quickly becomes a recurring expense and a physical chore. Each spring, you haul bags, refill beds, and repeat. The time and effort add up, taking away from the joy of gardening. There's also an environmental cost. Many mixes rely on peat moss, harvested from fragile peat bogs. Peat extraction destroys habitats and releases stored carbon. Even alternatives like coir have environmental impacts. The true cost of convenience is higher than it seems. There's a smarter, more sustainable way. Here's the solution. The best foundation for a raised bed is simple: a 50-50 blend of real mineral topsoil and quality compost. Mineral topsoil provides permanent structure, sand, silt, and clay that won't disappear. Compost brings fertility, microbes, and water-holding capacity. This mix prevents sinking and compaction, creating a thriving ecosystem. The mineral soil anchors your bed for decades. Compost improves structure, holds water, and feeds plants. Each year, just add a fresh layer of compost to replenish nutrients. No more refilling a sinking void, just ongoing improvement. This blend mimics the best natural soils. It's a self-sustaining system that gets better over time. Healthy soil is the key to a successful garden. Invest in the right mix from the start. Your plants and your back will thank you. Mineral soil alone can be too sandy or too clay heavy, good structure, but poor fertility or drainage. Compost alone is fertile but lacks permanent structure and shrinks over time. Together, they balance each other. Compost binds clay particles, improving drainage, and fills gaps in sandy soil to hold water. The blend creates a crumbly, friable texture, easy for roots to grow. It supports a diverse soil ecosystem, protecting plants from disease. The mineral base keeps your bed stable, while compost buffers against mistakes. Each year, adding compost improves both fertility and structure. This partnership builds soil health season after season. It's resilient, forgiving, and sustainable. The result: thriving plants and a garden that improves with time. How do you get this ideal mix? Buy materials in bulk from local landscape suppliers. Screen topsoil and mature compost. Bulk delivery is cheaper and easier for large beds. Mix the two in a wheelbarrow as you fill your beds. For smaller projects, buy bagged topsoil and compost. Avoid all-in-one mixes. Mix them yourself for a superior, stable soil. Building healthy soil is the best investment for your garden's future. It takes more effort at first, but pays off for years. You're creating a living foundation that only gets better. Don't be discouraged. Take it step by step. Find a local supplier, get your materials, and enjoy the process. Your plants will reward you with healthy growth and abundant harvests. Build your garden on solid ground, not empty promises. The results will speak for themselves.